What's up, collective? What's going on? Happy New Year. Popping on here to do a quick message. It's the beginning of the year. Hope everybody had a good New Year's Eve and you're safe and everything's going well. I had a great New Year's Eve. It was so chill. Like, I had all of these cool games planned for me and my kids. Like, I wanted this year to be nothing but fun-filled games for me and my kids. All right. Why did none of them want to play the games? And we all got so engulfed in real calming things that it was like 12:03 or 12:04. And then I was like, oh, it's New Year's. Happy New Year's. And we're all like, oh, Happy New Year. You know what I was doing at midnight? With my son. He didn't know that he was doing this. I knew he was doing this. I didn't know it until it happened, obviously. A whole brand new book idea came. And not just a book idea, it's a whole book series. And it's just like everything started flowing. And here I am, midnight. And I'm in the midst of this huge download, living, feeling like, oh my God, I can't even explain how great I felt. I remember texting someone last night just so I could get it out. Someone that I feel safe telling this stuff to, and so I could get it out. And I haven't even went back to read it, but I wanted to get it down on, in text so I could go back and like interpret my download. But it's like all of these things, all of these answers that I've been wanting have been queued up, and I can see how certain things that happen on Monday set me up for the manifestation on Thursday. You know what I mean? It's like one little thing over here. For example, I was getting a new license plate for my car, and I thought, do I want to get a personalized one, or do I want to get just an average one and see what happens? Like get excited about whatever number it is and see what source set my way. And I thought, I am. I'll just get I am. And then by the time I got there, I forgot that I even thought that and didn't get that. And then we go to watch the Ohio State and Miami game. And then when I look at the Miami field, the I am right in the middle of Miami sticks out at me and like comes out of the screen at my face. It's a vision, obviously. Comes out at my face. And then I'm like taking down this tunnel, reminded of what I just went through with the I am and the license plate. And then every player and every sequence had a specific number sequence that matched specific people in my life where I'm going through specific things with them. And they were showing me that I was Miami, even though I was there to watch the number one seed top in the seed, which is Ohio State Buckeyes. They ended up losing, which is the other person that I'm going to be dealing with, that I kept seeing all of these signs, and not just signs for this person. I'm talking specific signs that go to specific experiences with this person that had other people involved. Like everything, it was like the entire game was me watching my life play out from the perspective of source and them seeing it as a game. Like who's making the move, who's getting the kickoff, who's intercepted, that type of stuff. Dude, it was just the way the parallel and the understanding and the clarity poured through my heart. I would not have wanted to be anywhere else but where I was last night. I'm telling you, I cannot get over how much great information came to me in such a short period of time. And it felt like it took weeks of frustration, of weeks of wanting answers to finally have this bubble just burst, and then everything just flew in. And they told me, I was up from midnight until like 5 o'clock this morning getting downloads, guys. It was crazy. All of these great things to start. So I hope that others of you are feeling this energy the same way. I hope that others of you are getting great ideas to help you propel you through this year. I'm going to use this deck here and this deck. That's what they want. They actually wanted me to just use this deck. I just want to use this because I haven't used it before. Not on here. I've used it for myself, but subscriber sent this to me. Ghosted. Sudden disappearance without explanation, left hanging, seen but ignored, abrupt silence. Oh, wait a minute. I just heard, I meant to say this. They're reminding me. I meant to say it before I even got on my other rant. Somebody here has just stepped into something new, or it's like I don't know, in some way, shape, or form it's new, whether it's a new environment, you're around new people doing something new, or a new program, or a new, I don't know, whatever it is, it's something new where You're actually doing so much better than what you're being given credit for, because the people who you work with, they are not good at giving credit when credit is due. I'm hearing there's someone that's really hard on themselves, so they tend to be hard on their employees. And it's like perfection is expected, mistakes. Like, you don't get contacted unless there's a mistake. You're not getting contacted for any praise. You're not getting contacted for like, wow, you did this differently. I really like how you changed this up. Or, I like how thorough you are. Or, I see that you're here every day and you're doing this, just whatever it is. You're not getting those type of attaboys that you should be getting. And they want you to know that even though you're in this new environment, you have kind of this residual energy that's following you from people who are unappreciative in general, not just with you, in general, meaning that they don't know how to praise someone else. And when they do, it feels phony and hokey and phony because they're not used to feeling that intrinsic kind of like source, God breathed love pouring through them to where it feels natural. That's the difference between being in alignment and loving through your inner being, and being just humaning, trying to force yourself to love somebody, which comes across really as respect, and you don't really respect them. When you are living with your inner being and you are literally tapped in, tuned in, turned on, there is like a magical thing that cooks up inside of you to where you like to say those things, and it feels good. And the more you say it, the better you feel. And it only comes when you're in alignment with your inner being. I'm telling you from experience, and they wanted me to point that out. So I'm going to get into something else, but I had to give you that message. Somebody here, it's like you're not being seen for the value that you're bringing to something. And Source wants you to know that they acknowledge it, and that even though this is hard and you're kind of internalizing this as you're not doing a good job, or, there's something about you, it's like pulling up insecurities. Source wants you to look at this situation and circumstance differently than you are, because you're in the process of understanding and like pulling back layers of understanding that you're not always the problem, that you can be part of the problem, but you also are a big part of the solution. And just because you made a mistake here doesn't mean that it's like I'm trying to put this into words because I'm seeing it in a vision. um I'm stumbling over my words. I'm trying to picture, like, put words to this. Jesus help me. You're really excelling at things somewhere where other people didn't think it was like a value, and now they're seeing the value in it, and it's something that you can monetize. And there's something about someone noticing that or acknowledging that pretty soon, like, wow, I never thought about it like that. You're pretty creative, you got some good ideas, let's go talk over here. There's something about, okay, you have this boss. I'm just giving an example. I'm not saying what it is. You have this boss. They like things done a certain way, and they're pretty rigid, and they can be kind of, you know, like, just negative. Just negative, not, like, not appreciative, pointing out the mistakes, not pointing out the things that you're doing well, or, just kind of checking in on you to see how you're doing. Um, and then you're over here and you implement something really, really good. There's something going on where you're implementing something really, really good that somebody over here who's been a manager for a very long time is noticing, like, that you just kind of picked up on it where they didn't pick up on it, and they're really taking credit for it, like, but you don't know about it. Somehow that's going to come out, and it's going to make this person who's look really bad because they've got a lot of clout where they are, but it's almost like they're going to be caught stealing people's ideas through finding your idea and taking it on as their own, and somehow they get caught doing that. I don't know what that's about, but it's almost like it's okay if you're not getting the appreciation right now. It's okay if you're not being given that, because it's like God's letting you be quiet, and God's keeping you, kind of like just minding your P's and Q's until all of a sudden you get noticed by somebody really valuable. And at the same time that you're noticed, someone else is exposed for not acknowledging how valuable you are when it was like noticeable from any angle. Like if somebody just meets you for the first time and it's so obvious that you're really good at something, but it's like other people kept it under wraps because they didn't want you looking better than them. That type of energy is what I'm getting. So, payback. I didn't even fucking flip that card over. That's exactly what I was just saying. It's like you're getting payback. You're going to get acknowledged by somebody who wasn't really seeing you, by a higher up, and then somebody who wants to take your idea gets caught taking your idea, embarrasses themselves, and it's like you get put into a place where you're respected and honored. Okay? You're respected and honored in a way that you should have been all along, but it's like God just had to show some people what was up, you know? And there's a lot of valuable lessons you learned along the way. Lots of them. You're given payback. Okay. See, you know what? Look, this came in reverse and it came over here, which tells me it's past because that's my past position. So in the past, you may have not had money flowing in. That's exactly what it is. Now we're getting in more into like a love message here or something along this line, okay? In the past, somebody had some financial hardships. Things did not go in your favor, so you got ghosted by some people. When you were down and out and you didn't have what other people wanted or needed, you were kind of looked at as worthless and mistreated, overlooked, used, like it's like getting a rag and getting all the water out of it that you can, wringing it out, took everything and then took off type of energy is what I'm getting here. You're in a position where the consequences are returning and they are getting paid back because yeah. See how this flipped out? In the past, your financial situation was bad and you have gaslighting in reverse. So it's like there was some serious distorted reality going on in the past, a lot of toxic karmic situations that were unraveling, and it feels like this had to happen in order for you to get this payback. You had to go through this growth period and you had to go through it in a specific sequential, there's a pattern to what you, I can't explain it. God, I wish I could. My mind to mouth filter is not working today. Please hold on, guys. I'm busy. Um, you figured out how to do something that other people, like nobody thought you could figure it out. You did something, or you're in the process of doing something that other people thought was impossible. Looked at you kind of like, you reached, you peaked, and now you're going nowhere but downhill. So there's no point in having you around. You're kind of like a dead weight. That is not the case. Okay, you're coming back stronger than ever. You've proven a lot of people wrong. And the thing is, there's so much that happened over this period of time that is making this. This is going to be the sweetest freaking victory of your life. 3:25 on the clock. That's my brother's date of death. This is going to be the sweetest victory of your life. It's like finally you experience closure in a way that you've never experienced closure. The bliss from this type of closure, and this is closure that's almost like you're taking every painful experience and putting a pretty tie, like a little pretty bow on it, and like making it nice and pretty. It's over. Like, I see the gift that you were. I see the gift that you were. I see the gift that you were. I'm done with this. I'm done with, let's tie your pretty bow. Let's tie your pretty bow. I'm done with this. Okay? You're done with that. Someone's trying to get into your good graces through a fake profile. They're not able to do that because I feel like I'm talking to someone who's not taking the bait. And it's not like you're thinking somebody's trying to do it. I don't know if you're just not interested, or source kind of tells you like, that looks stupid. No. They've not been able to get into you, and it's making them psychologically like go a little cuckoo because they're spinning their wheels about what you're doing, who you're doing it with. I wonder how they like their food. Do they like it lukewarm? Do they like it piping hot? It's like they're eating soup. I wonder if they like this soup. I wonder how many bites of the soup they would take. Would they put this topping on the soup? I mean, this is the kind of things that they're going through now. The people who ghosted you are now trying to come back because you're in this energy. That's the payback. So what exactly should they be doing at this point? I threw my hair back, check my nails. Baby, how you doing? Feeling good as hell. That's what I just heard in my head, the Lizzo song. You got the Nine of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Fire energy. This is you persevering, not taking shit. Do you understand? You went from this, like, what is going on? Why am I in this energy? To being the one in the front and putting the people that had you in this energy are now in this energy watching you like this. Why? Because it took a long, like you had some scars put on your heart. It toughened it up, made you wiser. But man, did it do so many wonderful things for you. And look at you now. Look at you now. That is why they want to come back. They never thought that their life would ever get put into a place or predicament that it is in right now, because they were in this status. They were in this King of Wands. They were living large, maybe things going really well for them. And now look, they weren't going within. They weren't going within. They were just kind of partying, living life to, yeah. They weren't going within to heal the way that you were, and that's why they ghosted you. They were still kind of ready to party and not do things the way that you were. It's like you were on a different path at the time. Your healing started before this person. Yeah. Look, they let you go because they were unsure. There was like wishy-washy energy here when it came to emotions, back and forth, sure, unsure, sure, unsure. Today I like you, today I don't type of energy. So this was all meant for you to learn how to choose yourself. And now that you've learned how to do that, all of the blessings get to come in. It's like naturally going to happen for you. There's nothing you need to do but keep doing what you're doing. I am hearing they want you to be more playful and happy as much as you can. I also heard they want you to do a challenge where you do like 10 push-ups 4 times a day. They want you to do that challenge. Wake up call on red. Look, it's split like this. Wake up call. That person's having a spiritual awakening. They're having sudden clarity, okay? And they're realizing they messed up. Because now you're the one ignoring their messages. They left you on red and now the tables have turned. That's okay. It sounds like both of you decided to help each other grow, so good for you. Happy New Year. I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love.